Ladies and gentlemen, geeks and nerds, welcome back to another episode of Road to HermitCraft. And we're back in the Death Star again this week. We're going to do a bunch of things, got a few little projects to do, but mainly we're going to start doing some building. And that means adding some walls, dealing with some floors, that kind of thing, trying to make a start on the interior decoration of this place so it doesn't just look like a load of just random things inside a sphere. So yeah, that's the main project for today, a bit of building. But yeah, I've got a few odd jobs to do as well. Now the first of those odd jobs is to finally get our project room even, if I could speak, our project room there. We need to get some books in there and write up all of our projects. So yeah, I've been off camera, I've been breeding up all of our cows, and obviously the chickens have been going. So let's have a look at what we've got so far. If I can end up up there. Oh yeah, pro skills. So all of the items that come out of our trash compactor end up over here in these chests. And check this out. A whole bunch of stuff. So the feathers and the leather are the things we're interested in particular, but a whole bunch of meat as well, which is good stuff. And we've got a whole bunch of junk as well, these eggs and seeds. I've got loads of seeds here, which we don't really need that many of, so probably going to deal with them maybe later in the episode. But yeah, first of all, we need to get writing with some books and see if we can document all of our projects that we've got in mind and all of our ideas in this place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab all of that leather and stuff, make up some books and start writing, and yeah, get them in place. And there we have it. So there's the overworld, this is the end, and this one over here is the Death Star. Quite a lot in there, a lot of books in there, and also the Nether over there. So the top row of lights over there is the jobs we've got to do, and the middle row is things that are in progress. So you can see we've got a few lights there. So let me give you a quick look. I'm not going to look at every single book because there's loads of them, but yeah, just give you a flavour of what we've got in store. So in the overworld, the to-do list is this kind of stuff. So I'll just quickly skim over these, and you can pause if you want to actually read them. But yeah, a bunch of projects in there, which is good stuff. And over in the end, a bunch of ships we want to build. Nostromo, Alien, Reliant. There we go. Couple of things. Starbug. Yeah, looking forward to that one. So yeah, a whole bunch of things in there. And over here we've got the Death Star. This is full up. I've got a few more actually to put in, but yeah, let me just skim over these ones. You can kind of get a feel for the kind of thing. So a bunch of farms we're still missing, and then things like map rooms. Yeah, we've got to do the cell block, and yeah, looking pretty cool. So there we go. There's all the items there. And lastly, over here is the Nether, and here are the things we need to do. So we've got a blaze farm to come, and then a bunch of tunnels we've got to do. Yeah, should be good. And the improvements are with the skelly farm that I've got in mind. And then in progress, we've got a witch farm tunnel, which we've already started. We started that on stream. Need to get back to that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And down here in the floor, hidden here in a black shulker box, is a bunch of empty books and an anvil so we can name them. So that's all ready to go, yeah, for future. So let's get on with today's episode. So in progress for the Death Star, the first item is to craft up the project books. And of course, that's the first rule of any to-do list. The first item has to be create the to-do list, which we've done. So we can take that out of there and we can put it into the done. Yay, we've done a project. So yeah, we've got a few things to do today. The first thing is this one. We're going to fix up the melon and pumpkin farm. So that is down there. So let's hop down there and I'll tell you all about it. So here we are in the center of our melons and pumpkins. But as you can see, there are none growing. Yeah, I think I mentioned this in the last episode or episode before that, and that is because something has changed in 1.13, and that is that if you have a block above a stem, then yeah, melons and pumpkins won't grow. You can have a glass block, you can have a transparent block, but anything that's not transparent, yeah, that doesn't work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into here, and basically just as a quick fix, so we can get some of these things coming out again, is to remove every other block. So we've got the stem there, so I'll remove this block right here. We'll keep that one, I'll remove this one, and so on, all the way around all four sides for all of these things. So that should mean that we should start getting some stuff out of here, the melons and pumpkins. But there is another thing just to mention, which is not so great. So one of the changes to 1.13, was to change pumpkins to be carved pumpkins. So what I mean by that is all of these pumpkins that we've already got, these were the pumpkins that were growing before, they've now changed to carved pumpkins. And you can get them by taking the normal pumpkin that grows and then carving it with some shears, and you get this. But there is a problem, and that is that these farmers, they don't trade carved pumpkins. They just carve pumpkins. They trade for pumpkins. So all of these carved pumpkins that we've got before the upgrade, they're no good for trading. So I'm going to have to take all of these out of here, and yeah, we'll put them into storage. They'll be good for jack-o'-lanterns, that kind of thing. So we will keep them, but no good for trading. And that's why we need to get those farms up and running so we can stock up on the pumpkins that we can use for trading. I've already fixed the item filters, the one that's up there and the one that's over there, to use pumpkins instead. So that's all good. So yeah, just got to do that. So with that, let me go down and fix up those farms. And then once we've done that, we've got another project to get on with. And our pumpkin and melon farm is back working again. That is good news. And obviously it's going to be producing less items because we've taken away all of these extra growing spaces. But yeah, I think it's better to get some things out of there rather than nothing. So yeah, that's all done. Yeah, so all I did, yeah, just took away the blocks above the stems, every other one. And then also on the very top, oh, that was just harvested. Yay, whole bunch of melons there. And if you could just see at the top there, I took away the solid block that was above the very top dirt block right there. You can zoom in, there you go, GT zoom. So I've just replaced it with glass, done that on all of the tops as well. So that means the top layer will work as well. So yeah, pretty good. All right, so that is that project done. So what we need to do now is go back to our project room over this way. And here we are at our project room. And if we go over to Death Star board, we can move our in progress project, fix our melon pumpkin farm into the done. Yay, we've got extra light. Good stuff. All right, so next on the list. So what I'm going to do is I've got an idea of what I want to do this episode. So I'm going to pick out a few books. So we're going to deal with some item disposal at the top of our item elevator. That needs to be dealt with, I think. We could probably do that this episode, I think. I'd also like to do some decorating. So we're going to look at decorating our corridors and also the project room floor. So I did a little bit of work on this on stream, but yeah, I think I've got an idea of what I want to do here. So we're going to fill this up, this area here, and this one here, and I'll show you it. And then if I get some feedback, and then we can use that throughout the rest of the Death Star for our floors. All right, so we need to put this into the in progress box. So this one, and this one. That's going to be for today. So next of all, I guess, what should we do? Let's do item disposal. Okay. Let's do that, because we've got getting a build up of items, and yeah, it's a little bit annoying to go up there and you have to clear that out. So yeah, let's go up to the top and I'll explain what we're going to do. So I'm up here at the top of our item elevator. We can see some items coming up, and yeah, they go into these hoppers right here. And yeah, just as a quick reminder, we have these item filters here that separate out the things that are for our villagers. So they go past, they filter out and go that way across that red line there, and they go past these villagers here for breeding, and then they end up going underneath there, which is where our villager trading is. And then everything else that isn't for villagers at the moment goes into these chests. So we have a whole bunch of stuff in here. So some of this stuff we want to keep, like the meat and the feathers, and some of this stuff like the eggs and the seeds are actually byproducts that I don't really need to keep. So what I want to do is to be able to destroy those things. So I think what I'm going to do is I've just laid out this dirt here to kind of show what our idea is. So over there, I've created a little platform, and that's going to have a little contraption for destroying items. So we'll come back to that shortly. But I think I want to start off with adding a bunch of hoppers along here, some more item filters here, so we can separate out those eggs and seeds and other things later on for item disposal. And then anything that's left over is stuff we want to keep, and that's going to be routed down that way eventually, and down to some storage, which is going to be underneath our project room down there. but we can talk about that nearer the time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a few extra hoppers on this side just to give us a bit more space for some more of these filters in case there's more things in the future we want to route towards our villagers. So with the 1.14 update all about villagers, yeah, there's a chance we're going to have to want to put some more things going that way. So that's the plan. So let me build up these hoppers and item filters and get these sort of water streams all in place. And then we'll go down there onto that platform and we'll talk about how we're going to destroy those items. And here we are. Here are the item filters for the trash right under here. So there's 3 of them. So eggs, seeds, and also poisonous potatoes. That was one I forgot. So all of those items are going to get filtered from this main line here. I've got rid of all those chests that were there. So these filters do the stuff for the villagers, as we said before. Everything else goes this way. The trash gets filtered here and it ends up into this water stream right here, which goes along to there. Oh, hi, Enderman. It goes over to there, as you can see. We zoom in, there you go, there's some eggs and some seeds over there. So we'll deal with that stuff in a second. And everything else goes along this hopper line along the top. And eventually, if I go this way, eventually goes to that water stream. Oh, look, you can see there's some stuff going in. Yeah, I just pressed the button on the trash compactor. There's a bunch of stuff going in there, and it's going to go into this chest for the time being. Eventually, that water stream will extend and go down that way, down into item storage, which is something we need to do in the future. And the other thing to mention is that these chests here, these are the byproducts, or the leftovers, should I say, of the villager trading, so all our excess carrots and potatoes, that kind of thing. They are currently stored there, and that's backing up too, so we need to deal with that. That's going to go into a water stream, go down this way underneath, and that will join up with that one under there somewhere into our main storage. So that's that. Anyway, let's get on with how we're going to destroy these items. So at the moment, we've got them going up here, so we need to extend this over and drop them into a contraption which is going to be over here. Now I want to just I could just drop them in some lava and that's that, but yeah, I want to make this a little bit more functional, a little bit more interesting, and I want to destroy them with fire. Yes, but also I want to turn it on and off, so just in case somehow something important gets into there, maybe I'll drop my sword or something like that in there, or my elytra, and I want to keep it. I want to have the ability to come in here, turn this off, so any items that do end up in here are retrievable. And we're going to do that by using fire, as I said, and we're going to do it by fire charge. Yes, so we can turn it on like that. If we fill these up with fire charges, give them a redstone signal, it will shoot out these fire charges and we'll set alight these magma blocks. So that will be its default state like that, and we'll get the items to come in here and get destroyed by this fire. But yeah, we'll have a way to turn that off. So I think I'm going to build this up in a second and show you that working. But just a little thing just to notice, I've found that there's actually a bug. You used to be able to put a dispenser underneath a block and fire it, and it would light on top. That doesn't work anymore. There's a bug report about that, so hopefully that'll get fixed one day. But yeah, we're going to do it from the top, and actually it's a bit more interesting actually, because you'll see the fire charge come down and light this up. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build this up and get the items going into it. And yeah, when we come back, I'll show you it all working and how you can turn it on and off. All right, we are almost done. Just filling up these dispensers with fire charges. Let's go down here and give this thing a test run. Right. So here we can see we've got some items coming in. I'll show you this properly in a second. There's some eggs coming in and some seeds. All right, awesome. So the items are being routed round. So there's the water stream that you saw before. They get routed this way. They drop down into this water stream here, they go along and then drop into the back. I'll show you that in a second. Now it's all off at the moment, so let's do that. Wait 1 second. Right, let's turn it on. Water disappears and the fire charges are on. Right, so any items that come in now should get destroyed by fire. Here we go. Here's some eggs coming in. There we go. Eggs are coming in, getting destroyed. Yes. Now let's say we want to turn this off and get rid of the fire. Just flip this lever. The water comes down, puts out the fire. Now any items that are still coming, they'll end up floating up there. So around the back, got a ladder so we can just jump in and get them, no problem. And then yeah, like you saw before, if you want to turn it off or turn it back on again, hit the lever, water disappears, and as soon as the water's gone, the fire charges come down and set it on fire again. All right, awesome. Now let me just show you quickly around the back. So here's the back of our lever. We've got some redstone that comes up here and controls this piston, which has got a trapdoor which either opens up to let the water come through from our water stream, or if it closes, it only lets the items through. And then the same piece of redstone that controls the piston just goes through these repeaters for a delay and then activates the dispensers that are pointing down and shooting our fire charges. and that's it. All right, awesome. So now we've got proper item disposal. Yes. All right. Now what I might do, like in and around the base, like down in our storage system, once we have that, I might have like trash cans dotted around that will end up routing back to here as well. So if we're somewhere else, we want to empty our inventory, we can just stick them in there and they'll get destroyed by this eventually. All right, awesome. And I've got an explosion of shulker boxes, which is always the way, right? And yeah, I just quickly mention before we move on, the stuff that was up here, I've collected up a bunch of stuff. So we've got 2 chests of eggs, 2 of seeds, and a bunch of the other stuff all here ready for our storage. So we'll keep that for now. And yeah, I want to move on. We've done a bunch of redstone. This is taken up more of my time than I expected it to. I thought there'd be a quick job. But yeah, that's the thing with Minecraft. Things always take longer than you think. So yeah, I want to get on with some building this episode. So what I want to do is I want to do 2 things. I want to start designing up the corridors for these sort of rings that go around around the central core. And then also I want to do the floor for our project room down there. So we'll do that second. I want to do these first. I'm going to do 1 first of all, and then let you see it, and we'll get some feedback before I do all 10, and then we can use that as a pattern to follow through for the rest of the Death Star. All right, let me clear this up, and then go down. We'll probably going to go down to where the sugarcane farm is. We're going to do it on that floor, and yeah, I'll get started and bring you in. All right, so I'm down here at the corridor where we have our sugarcane farm over there, and also our carrots over here, potatoes over there. I think this is level 2, I want to say. But yeah, so I'm just building up this corridor design that I've got in mind. Now, before I show you it and stuff like that, one of the things I want to talk about is like the goals for this. Now, I want to make this obviously look like a corridor, kind of goes without saying, and also make it look like it fits inside the Death Star, but also I want to make it something that we can build relatively straightforwardly. If it's too kind of detailed and too complicated, then it's going to be hard to build, because obviously we've got to build 10 of these. This is 1 level. We've got 10 levels of this to build. But also I want to use this as inspiration for how we can decorate our rooms as well. So some of the rooms like this, like our carrot farms here, for example, we go in through the door and we've got a little walkway to get into the farm proper, the room proper. So maybe the beginning of this could be a corridor too that can use this same style. So yeah, so I'm trying to get this to be a good mix, a good blend, a good balance of enough detail to make it look good, but also not so crazy that it's hard to build. So I'm just going to put in these last few blocks, try and use a combination of some different things, and I'm using this concrete powder to give us a bit of texture. So here's how the kind of sides look. Oh, I missed the sea lantern in there. I'll get that in. But yeah, so obviously I've been looking at some pictures of the Death Star, looking at some corridors, seeing how it looks. So yeah, this won't be like an exact match to the film or anything like that, but hopefully you'll get the idea. So that's how the walls are going to roughly look. I'm going to put some other things in. We're going to put some iron trapdoors, bits and pieces, just to kind of break that up a little bit. And then we've got to do the roof over here, which is going to be, it's going to kind of roughly follow that line. So it's going to have this kind of dip down here. And then the other thing I want to do is on this side, obviously you're going to have some walls and things, but also I want to have a window here so we can look in and see the core, so we can still see items going up. But obviously that will also hide some of the kind of like extra detail, like, you know, some of the redstone for the elevators, that kind of thing. So yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably just work on this quarter and then show you it, and then sort of talk about that and show you the bits and pieces. And then once we've done that, I can do the whole rest of this floor all the way around. And then yeah, I'll let you give me some feedback in the comments, give me your ideas, and then I can incorporate those, and then we can duplicate this all the way up, all 10 levels. So that is the plan. All right, let me get cracking. I'll keep building this, and I'll bring you back when we've got this quarter all ready to show. All right, here is the corridor. So this is the first quarter, so the rest of this is still open. But yeah, this is the first quarter, just to give you a feel of what it's going to look like. So here's the walls you've seen before. Yeah, so some concrete powder to sort of contrast with the concrete, gives a bit of texture as we're walking past. And obviously plenty of lights and stuff. You've got some trapdoors here to get a bit of detail. And then this kind of ceiling kind of looks like this, so it kind of goes around this kind of arc shape. So we're using our nether brick here. This is my black texture pack on top. And yeah, just got some lights hidden in the ceiling under these trapdoors, and we're trying to get the feel for this being like a circle with those trapdoors coming out at that angle, and it goes around like this. So yeah, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? And obviously on the inside here, we've got this little viewing window, so we can still see the item elevator and the beacon beams going up there if you want to check that out, so we can see items coming past as we're walking along. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. So we've got a bit of work still to do. So we've got a little bit of got to handle the elevator doors on both sides. Got to do that. This ring that I've previously put around on all the floors is no use. I placed it there as like a marker before, but yeah, that's too high, so we're going to remove all of that. But yeah, I think this is looking all right. Looking all right. So yeah, as I said, the goal for this is to have a good balance between being detailed enough to look all right, but not be so complicated that I can't build it 10 times. And it's obviously 1/4. So this bit I've just done, I've got to do that 40 times. Wow. All right. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to replicate this around for the whole of this floor, deal with the elevator doors as well, and then I'll show you that. And then, yeah, wait for your feedback before we carry on and do that across all the other floors. And then we can go up and get to work on the floor of the project room, which is up there. So the corridor is done. We can go and take a look. And what I'm doing now is I just had a moment to yeah, make a start on this floor. So this is the kind of idea I'm going for. Obviously I need to finish it, but yeah, I want to have, rather than having just one big expanse of just concrete, because that's super boring, I want to make this a bit more interesting. So I thought about having like a layer of glass at this level right here, and then one layer under it. We do a whole bunch of different kind of blocks in a pattern to make it more interesting. So yeah, that's the basic idea. So I need to continue this and finish this off. So I'll do that in a second. But yeah, why don't we go down and take a look at the corridor, and you can tell me what you think in the comments. If I can land without dying. Ow. Here we go this time. Yes, we're in. All right, yeah, so let's walk around this corridor, and yeah, you get a better feel for it now that we've got everything done. So you can see I've added some item frames on each of the doors, so it gives us a clue about what's inside, which is good. Obviously when you walk in, it's a big expanse again, but what I'm thinking is this kind of style, something similar to this maybe, we can use that for these kind of rooms where we have a corridor, so we can extend that out to a bit, and then it can open up, and then we can have, yeah, different floors like we're going to have for the project room out here. We still need to work out what we're going to do for the walls and ceilings for these big rooms, but yeah, that can come. But yeah, in terms of this corridor, and then we can use it for other corridors, let me know what you think in the comments. Remember, again, not trying to make it not too complicated, but also a level of detail which makes it interesting. All right, there we go. And we can still, that's how the oh yeah, that's how the elevators look. Yeah, too bad, not too bad. And then we can still see through our windows into the item elevator. All right, so let's crack on back with the floor. Ouch! Let's crack on back with this floor, and yeah, once it's done, I'll probably just do one area. I think just do one side here because I'm using up all of my quartz, I think, with this. And then yeah, I'll show you it, and then yeah, I'll wait to hear your feedback. And there we have it, the prototype floor for the Death Star. What do you think of that? So yeah, just got a whole bunch of different types of quartz mixed in. We've got some pillars, stairs, slabs, all that kind of stuff. A bit of white concrete in there, and even some white wall around the edge. Yeah, I think it's looking all right. Looking all right. And of course, because it's glass, we won't have to worry about Enderman spawning on there as well. So that helps on that front. So I've run out of quartz, so I can't do this one. And yeah, I haven't quite got enough time to go and get some more. But yeah, let me leave this here, just like for the corridors down there. Looking for some feedback on this before we start implementing this across the whole of the Death Star. So this kind of thing. And I think with this, what's good about this is we can adjust it and tweak it in when we've got different size spaces, that kind of thing, because it's quite flexible. But yeah, that general shape, I think looks pretty good. All right, so let's get down from here, from this high vantage point. And we've got a couple of things to do just to finish off the episode. So first of all, let's go over to our project wall, and we should be able to move some things around. So here, item disposal, that can come out of here. Now I think decorate the project room floor. I think I'm going to leave these two here because we're waiting for feedback. But yeah, 3 projects done in 1 episode and 2 well on the way to being done. So that is good stuff, good progress. All right, so let's finish the old episode with a journey to this place. So here we are in the Hall of Fame, and we're going to add a new name to our ever-growing list. And it's taken me quite a long time to get to the other end of this thing now. Geez, so many people. But yeah, this is really good. So we've got a new name to add. And if I could just waffle on in enough time, we should be able to scoot round this way and welcome Bowtie Daniels. Yay. Thank you for the support, my dude. So Bowtie has yeah, done a bunch of stuff. He's obviously joined our Discord community and got fully involved with that. Joined us on stream and did some egg wars with us, which was really good, and also helped me out with the recommendation for a new mic and stuff. So helped me with some audio settings, that kind of thing. So yeah, very much appreciated all the help, my dude. Thanks very much. And yeah, Bowtie Daniels has also got a YouTube channel with a whole bunch of really cool Minecraft videos. So yeah, go and check him out. All right, and that is about it for this episode. We've done a whole bunch of stuff, quite a lot actually, some decorating, done some technical stuff, and yeah, very happy with how things have turned out. So if you like the episode, then yeah, hit that like button, and if you've got any comments or suggestions or any questions, that kind of thing, then get it in that comment section. And if you're new, then feel free to subscribe. All right, my dudes, until next time, I will see you later.